Gazeno uSimpiwe Zamigile Mthethwa, and this is Umthetho kaMthethwa. Njengenjwayelo kukhale isicathulo sami futhi umthetho wanamhlanje utwi subscribe, ungakhohlwa ukutshala abangani bakho, batshela abangani babo, batshela wonke umuntu ukuthi sengifikile sengikhona nabo abayenzeni bathi subscribe, come on, subscribe, hey, subscribe. Hope you guys are good. I hope you're awesome, and I hope you're doing everything you're supposed to. Before we get into this video, I just want to vent a bit, just allow me to. Okay, alright. I'm not okay, guys. I'm not okay with the fact that winter is fast approaching. I don't understand people that are like, I love winter. I really don't. What do you mean? Because winter is not the girl that it thinks it is. No ma'am, no sir, no, not at all. And the mere fact that I'm not going to be within biceps, triceps, is forbidden center, also does not sit well with me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I'm talking about men, I saw a comment on one of my previous videos when I was talking about the real reason why I'm single. If you have not watched that video, child, honey, lovey, boo, sweetie, darling, after this video, watch that one. And the comment was basically, what would it take to change my relationship status? Let me tell you. I'll tell you. I'll give you guys the secrets, because me and that girl, I will share. Get it, pa. Number one, it is shoot your shot. If you're crushing on me, if you think I'm good looking, if you think I'm all that in a bag of chips, shoot your shot. Number two, be honest about your intentions and then be intentional with your intentions. Basically, what I am saying is, tell me why you're here and then put in the work. Put in the work, honey. Put in the work. It's that simple. And then number three, it is consistency. You're probably thinking I was going to say, give it tall, tug, handsome, have X, have Y. Don't worry. Those chats will have privately between you and me. Then I can suss you out to be like, is you for me? Is you not for me? But those are the three big major things that would get you in a good position of kind of changing my current relationship status. Enough about umcholo, guys. Let's get into today's topic, which is abangani, friends. You know that song by The Carters, my friends, your friends better than your friends. Hey, dip 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 dip. Hey, bit do 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 do. Hey, because me and lyrics are not friends. Let's get into today. Whoa, okay, I almost broke the equipment. Let's get into today's chat, which was inspired by an Instagram post that I saw that kind of went viral, and a lot of people were like, yes, preach, you done said it, louder for the people at the back. Let me read it to y'all. Ifundega gaso. Iti. I hope our friends understand that we are growing and things won't be the same anymore. We're facing a lot of challenges as we grow. These are critical years that need us to focus. People we date now have the potential to be our wives or husbands. We need time to learn them. Some of us are breadwinners, some of us are financially challenged, and some of us are still trying to find our feet, fighting for the best. Forgive us in being absent in some occasions. Priorities change with age. Don't take silence personal. We are not haters. We are busy with this unforgiving, hustling life. This age needs our full attention. If we sleep on it now, we might sleep on our future forever. And to, speak the truth, I really do understand their sentiments and I get where they're coming from, and I agree. Life ain't easy. And we're all trying to figure this thing called life out, and we all want to come out of it successful. With that said, I want to add my 2 cents, my 2 cents in the matter when it comes to friendship and how we friendship. First and foremost, let me define what a friend is for me. A friend is someone who I've signed up to do life with. It's someone who I've signed up to be there for the good days, for the bad days, for the wins, for the losses. I've signed up to listen to you talk about your latest crush, but I've also signed up to hear about how stressful work was and how it's getting overwhelming. It's, I'm here to talk to you about everything from music to finances, That's what a friend is for, right? Maybe you have a different definition, so comment below with how you define friendship, right? I'd love to hear that. But that's for me, first and foremost, how I define friendship. Now going into the actual post is, firstly, no man is an island, and I don't think God brought us on this earth to be an island, and I think that's very important to understand. There's a reason why that famous saying, it takes a village to raise a child, is you need people to help you navigate the different stages of life. And it's the same thing with friendships. The one constant thing in life is change, right? And change doesn't always mean good, but it doesn't always mean bad. And in a friendship, it's very important to communicate those changes. Communicate the fact that you're not in a good financial space to go out. Communicate the fact that you're not in a good mental space to hang out with me. Communicate the fact that you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or you just got into a relationship. Communicate your boundaries. Communicate the fact that you don't want people to swear around you anymore. You know what I mean? Communication is very, very important, because then it allows me to act accordingly, but it also allows me to respect the current space or the current season in your life. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Through communication, you know what I mean? It's you not ghosting me and then wondering what happened to the friendship, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 months later you're like, you're my friend, and I was like, hi Bo, but we haven't spoken in like a year. What happened? And I think that's just very important. Communicate the changes, communicate the needs. So yeah, that's number one. Communicate. Like, communicate. And then number two is people make time for what's important to them. And I'm gonna die on this hill. This is a hill that I live on. This is a hill that I just wholeheartedly believe in. People make time for what's important to them. If you're not important to that person, they're not gonna make time for you. They're not. Be it a phone call, be it a meetup, be it a text. Hey, they're not going to make time for you. And I think that is very important. Yes, we are living a busy life. I'm a busy person, but I make time for the people that are important to me. And if people are not making time for you, if your friends are not making time for you, under the excuse of gajola chomi, under the excuse of so this happened and that happened, like, are we friends? Are we really friends? Are we really friends? Because also this post in a bare minimum, you know what I mean? And like, guys, if we're being honest, a friendship requires work. Anything worth having requires you to put in work. And my whole thing is like, even in a friendship, you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in time, you gotta put in effort for it to be a beautiful friendship, for it to be a friendship where you have songs like Friends by the Carters, where it says, my friends, your friends, better than your friends. I hope I'm saying those lyrics right. It's because work and time was put in. I'll even go as far as saying this: showing up in the dark days is a good way to tell if you are really my friend and you're about this friendship, right? communicating the fact that, hey, I'm going through something, and then people still making time to show up, I'll share this story. So when my sister was like pregnant, it was like 2020, she wasn't feeling well, and then she was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go see the doctor. She went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, nope, you're gonna give birth today. You can imagine how stressful that is. I was with a friend of mine at the time. I think it was Balisa, and she was like running errands with me. Shout out to her. And I texted my friend Lulu, and I was giving her an update about what's happening with my sister. And she was like, I think she had just gone home, and she was like, girl, I'm gonna pull up because you're not gonna be in any state to drive. She pulled up, and we drove to the hospital. From the hospital, since we couldn't be inside because of COVID rules, the husband was basically like telling us the things that we need to get and so forth, right? Cool. And we ran around, we ran, we got the things, and she was there the whole night with me outside. Outside, because we couldn't be inside the hospital, just waiting to hear how it's going, waiting for updates, waiting to see if mama makes it, if baby makes it, and just that stress. And then like throughout the next following weeks, my friends would literally accompany me to the hospital, and they would sit with me for like hours outside the hospital just to like get 5 minutes to see my sister, or 5 minutes of an update from the husband. And it's moments like that where you're like, yeah, I got friends, yeah, I got people that are solid, and I got people in my life that have my back. And for me, friendship, or the depth of a friendship, the tightness of the friendship, the closeness of a friendship, it doesn't happen in good moments. Anyone can be there with you when you're popping the bottles. Not everyone can be there when you are shattered and you're crying and you're vulnerable and you just are like, I don't know what to do. So being someone's friend is something that a lot of people shouldn't just be like, yeah, I'm this friend and that's my friend. Nah. I think we need to sometimes do a friendship audit and be honest with ourselves, and sometimes just cut, because at the end of the day, it's not about the quantity of people that you call friends, it's about the quality of friendships. And bare minimum friendships sometimes, y'all, it ain't it. No. And that's something that I got in that post, that we must just be okay with the bare minimum. No, ma'am, no, sir. We're not doing that. What we will do is communicate and make time. And after making time, be there and show up as the best way we know how. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say in that post. I would love to hear your 2 cents on this post and what you think and how you define friendship, and what is your friendship love language. I'm so curious. I can tell you now, my friendship love language is definitely quality time. I think this is why I fight for time the way I do, and and then maybe acts of service being a strong second, because I never tell my friends I love them. Nah. But I do. Like, show me, if you're watching this, just know, Gorataka love. Gorwata yo Garata chom. But that's basically it, guys. Comment, like, give this video a thumbs up, and then of course subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, and all the best with this winter, because Lord knows I'm not a fan of it. But for me, is simple. I love you less, like chili tots, and I'm sure somebody's screen is cracking right now. Take it. you. Imagine if I was Tony Braxton and I started singing Unbreak My Heart, say you love